There are 75 standbys.
Come along with us on our journey from our home in Hawaii to my parents' ranch house in Texas.
I'm very fashionable now. Favorite.
There should be plenty of seats, so I think we'll be alright. The flight is weight restricted, so even if there's open seats, sometimes they don't have to fill them.
Waiting on boarding and the standby list to be cleared. So we're just refreshing. Fuck Mr. Me in the face.
If you're new here, I'm Lauren, a Honolulu-based flight attendant, along with my hubby. We document our life and travels around the world, and we are so happy you're here.
It has already been a chaotic morning. We woke up this morning. We're supposed to go to my parents' ranch house. So we're traveling from Honolulu all the way to a tiny little town in Texas. We were supposed to take the Honolulu to Houston flight, but right now it is not looking good. There were 62 seats available, and there are 75 standbys. Our original plan was we're going to fly Honolulu to Houston to San Antonio, pick up a car, pick up our niece and nephew, and then drive 5 hours from San Antonio to a little town in Texas where my parents live. But since that flight is not looking good, we're thinking about jumping ship on the Houston flight, and we're going to try to travel from Honolulu to Chicago to San Antonio, then pick up the kids and drive that 5 hours to my parents' ranch house. So we will see how it goes. We're keeping an eye on the loads, but it's always very unpredictable, so we will see how it all works out. It's 8 a.m. I have a couple of things that I need to do, and I want to try to go to the pool for a little bit before Raul gets in. He is actually currently in San Francisco, so it's gonna be kind of tight. He's landing from San Francisco at about 2 p.m., and then we're gonna try to be out our door by 3:30 to catch the flight to Chicago. I need to go downstairs. I need to get the mail because I got some new eyelashes in. It is my favorite travel tip to wear these eyelashes that stay on for like 7 days. I use the Lilac Street. I'll link them down below. But they are my favorite thing. They save so much time when you're getting ready. When you're traveling, you're always on the go, early hours, late night. So I want something that's gonna streamline me getting ready. So I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna pick those up, try to hit the pool, get all of my stuff packed, ready to go, do the dishes, clean the house a little bit, and I'm gonna try to make some chicken teriyaki for Raul so that he can eat really fast, and then we'll head to the airport. I'm so scatterbrained today. I went downstairs in the lobby in my pajamas. This shirt is fine, but like the shorts, questionable for outside the house. I've been using this fiber because my husband decided when we were at Costco that he needed fiber for whatever reason. So naturally he never used it. I am using it now. It can only be good for me, right? So I put it in my coffee every morning. It really doesn't taste like anything. It doesn't change the texture. So if you're looking for fiber, this is a good one. Literally just going to ignore all of this. And I'm gonna go to the pool.
Raul lands in about an hour and a half, so I'm gonna start getting ready.
For travel days, I don't do much makeup. I just do some concealer, setting powder to just kind of like mattify my skin, my eyelashes, some bronzer. That's literally about it. I don't want like makeup on my face. I don't want to feel grosser than I already feel on the plane. I just got a text from Raul. He's almost landing. Gotta get in high gear.
I really love to pick up the house, do the dishes, do everything that needs to be done before we go on our trips. That way we come home to a clean house. I made some chicken teriyaki with pineapple and rice. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
So Raul just got home and we were looking at flights and none of them look very good. It's spring break next week. I'm assuming that that's why all the flights are really bad. We're trying to figure out how we can get to San Antonio from here. We'll see.
I think the island doesn't want us to leave and just wants us to stay here in Hawaii instead of going to Texas. Yeah. But no, we're looking forward to hanging out with our family and our nieces and nephews, so that'll be fun if we make it. Hopefully we do.
So we have decided we are going to Houston now.
Going to Houston is just easier just because I think we can still make it to Houston. There's plenty of flights that leave Houston and San Antonio, and I think worst case scenario, we can rent a car and just drive the 3.5 hours. So plus we have family there if everything
goes wrong,
fails.
yeah, we have somewhere to stay. Whereas if we were in Denver or Chicago, it's kind of a little bit more iffy.
That's the plan.
That's the plan so far. We'll see if it changes again. Pretty much need to get almost everything ready.
So we're on our way to the airport. I think it's like 5:30. Our plane starts boarding around
No idea.
7, I think. I don't know. We have to look again, but we're already all packed
Ready to go.
and on our way.
My lovely bag boy. Every time we put the luggage in the car, he's like, oh, I'll do it, just get in the car. So then I get in the car, I'm like, Princess Diaries here.
We just got through security. Thankfully we had TSA pre, so that was pretty quick. What, maybe 5 minutes?
Yeah, we've been choosing to go through TSA pre-check instead of our crew line because it's a little bit closer to our gates.
Now we're headed towards our gate. That's one of our planes, but that one's actually going to Denver. We're headed to Houston. Hopefully we can get seats together. We know most of the crew, so that'll be fun. So we just got our seat assignments. We're not sitting together, but we at least both got aisle seats, which is a win in this situation since we were so low on the list.
And I'm very fashionable now with my favorite shirt. We made it to Houston, finally. It actually wasn't that bad of a flight.
I was able to sleep a little bit and just grateful for that aisle seat. That made the whole difference in the world.
World of a difference.
Before our next flight, we stopped to get some breakfast at Wendy's. Y'all, don't sleep on Wendy's breakfast. We got the sausage and biscuit and the biscuits and gravy. It really is so good.
Now we're on our way to
Let's try this here.
next flight.
We made it to our gate. We are a little bit early, so we're still waiting on boarding and the standby list to be cleared. So we're just refreshing.
Luckily, we're number 1 and 2 on this one, so hopefully we get seats.
And we're gonna sit together. We made it to San Antonio. I am so tired.
I don't know, I think this was a new pilot to fly into San Antonio because I'm a little nauseous and I never get like this.
Flight was like pretty turbulent.
But we're happy to be here. We made it. We sat together. So win-win all around.
Yeah, we're going to get the rental car now, and then we are going to pick up the kiddos, and now we have a 4.5 hour drive ahead of us. Almost there. I am the official bag watcher. Per usual, I am watching over the bags while Raul actually does the things. They have an unidentified stain. I don't know what happened. Where did I get that?
He did the things.
Got it.
We got the car. We are officially riding in style. We have this fancy BMW and it smells like brand new.
I just hope we all fit. It's kind of small, but it is nice.
We met Raul's mom at the San Antonio airport and picked up our niece and nephew. About halfway there, the kids got a little stir crazy and we were hungry, so we stopped at Buc-ee's, so we got some barbecue sandwiches for lunch.
So we just came to Buc-ee's with the kids and oh my gosh, that was an adventure. We got some food, so hopefully they calm down. But we still have 2 more hours to go.
Yesterday we got to my parents' ranch house at like 3 p.m. It was a really long journey. 2 plane ride and a 4.5-hour drive. So we were super tired. We got in, got all the stuff out of the car, and then basically just like hung out for the rest of the day. Ate some like frozen food at night. We were like super tired. The kids got like a second wind whenever they met and they went outside, they played, they came inside, they played. So I think they're having a really good time. It's really interesting having like his side of the family's kids and my side of the family's kids together because this is the first time they're meeting and playing and they're all the same age. So it's a lot of fun, but very loud, but I'm glad they're having a good time. Today basically we went to Walmart. We got a bunch of food for the kids because they have already almost ate everything in my parents' ranch house. So we got food for them. We made a menu for this week, what it's gonna look like, breakfast, lunches, dinners. Went to the grocery store, got everything we need. Now we're going back to the house. Kids are playing outside, enjoying some fresh air, so it'll be nice.
Yeah, so over here in Texas, we got, I don't even know how many items. I asked Lauren, hey, how much do you think we're spending right now? And she said 130 something.
Yeah.
And the total was like $77.
Like, it's crazy. It is so much cheaper here. We're in a tiny little town in Texas, but still, it's like the price difference from Hawaii is just insane. My parents are retired and live in a tiny town outside of Palestine, Texas. This is pretty much the extent of the town. If you blink, you'll miss it. It's one of those small towns out in the middle of nowhere you read about in romance novels. We were so happy we were able to steal the kids away. With our jobs, we tend to miss a lot of holidays and birthdays, but we also get these random times off that we can take advantage of. So we always like to look on the bright side. Needless to say, the kids were obsessed with driving the UTV and four-wheeler. It was nice to see them outside playing and being kids instead of cooped up in the house on their phones, though. My mom and I cooked all of the meals together and we roasted s'mores every single night. We also played some laser tag and some epic hide and go seek. I was out here stuffing kids in barrels, covering them with trash. We also played a lot of board games, but these guys take the cake for staying up until like 3 a.m. playing Monopoly. To give Raul a little break from being tour guide Barbie, we convinced the kids to take a dip in the pool. My dad actually had to bribe them to jump in because it ended up being freezing cold. But some of them got thrown in. Swimming lasted about 15 minutes, but kudos to our niece for being a champ about the cold.
Hit or make the train. All of them. One's good enough to make it through.
Like you? Jeez.
We need like. There's some couple of donkeys over there.
My pajama pants.
So we're here at the ranch. Found all these guys. Got little baby ones.
Just hanging out.
Longhorns in the back as well.
On our last day, we decided to go to the local bowling alley.
That was close.
We were the only ones there most of the time, and we had a ton of fun. Well, the adults had a lot of fun, and the kids that bowled well had fun. But the kids who didn't, let's just say teenagers, am I right?
One.
My dad ended up playing one of the best games he's ever had, and he got a turkey, which is 3 strikes in a row. We enjoyed our time until the very last minute. We played one of the world's loudest and overstimulating games ever, Pit. I'm glad the kids only discovered this 2 hours before we left, because I don't know if I could have handled this game every single night. Our flight from San Antonio to Houston was at 5 a.m., so we had to leave the ranch house at 11 p.m. to drop the kids back off with Raul's mom, who was picking them up from us at the airport.
We survived.
We just returned our rental car. It's super early. Our flight is a little delayed, so we got some breakfast. It's really cold, actually.
It's really cold.
Yeah,
Way
so
too cold.
I know, I'm not used to it. So right now we're gonna walk to the airport, check a couple of bags, and hopefully get seats to our flight to Houston.
We made it on our flight to San Antonio and to Houston.
We got to sit together, so that's a win. Now we're headed to Houston. Hopefully we get to see home.
We made it to Houston.
Now we're charging all of our things. We have like our whole
Got a
setup
whole
here,
pile.
just to make sure we're ready for our 8-hour flight. We refilled our water bottles, and now we're hoping that we just sit together. There should be plenty of seats, so I think we'll be alright. We're pretty tired now. We're feeling the effects of dealing with 4 kids.
Or teenagers, preteens, I guess, technically.
So we're ready to go back to our home, relax, unwind.
I don't want to talk to nobody. I
think
don't want
we're-
to do anything.
I think we're just out of energy. We need to recharge,
Catch up on all of our shows.
yes, and relax.
This is the moment of truth. These are all standbys waiting to see if we can make the flight.
So right now we're next, but the flight is weight restricted, which means that they have a lot of cargo. So even if there's open seats, sometimes they don't have to fill them. So we're waiting. So we get seats together.
We made it home after a very long journey. Came in, changed, washed our face, get all the plane ickiness off.
Then now we're relaxing and take it easy because I'm really tired from all this traveling. We really enjoyed our time in Texas. We love being home, so we're glad we're back here. Gonna rest up. I think I work in a couple of days or something, so just gonna catch up on things to do here and take it easy.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little ranch life vlog. Make sure to subscribe and say hi in the comments. Mahalo, aloha, and don't miss out on our next adventure.